Today, I'm very excited to go over Karlheinz Stockhausen with his piece, Microphone 1.
Mm.
What do you know about Karlheinz Stockhausen?
Very little, but a little bit.
Very little, but a little bit. All right, so we're going to find out how he created this piece, which is uses microphones as part of the performance. Two guys are written on the microphone, two guys on the tam-tam, which is a kind of
Gong.
gong, yeah. And then two other guys on filters and effects, stuff like that. So it's a 6-person performance. And the whole idea is based around the microphone, hence the name. So before we get into that, if you're new here, please come out, hang out with us. We listen to all kinds of music. This guy right here, this is Frankie. He's a young, very talented musician who just gets into any kind of music we put in front of him. We get into it, we talk about it. Sometimes we dig deeper. I'm Marcus. I've been his music teacher for quite a long time. So
forever.
We talk about this stuff all the time. We believe that all music is equal, from the familiar to the unexpected, music from around the world and throughout time. So together, we explore music. We talk about it. We have some honest conversations.
Cool thoughts.
Things.
Right? Yeah.
Yep. So we upload every Monday, Thursday, 7 o'clock. Let's get into Microphone 1 Stockhausen. You ready?
Yeah.
Right.
Cool. All
right, so we saw the guys on the filters.
Mm-hmm.
Now this is all scored, right? See the score there?
Are they using the microphones to scrape the gong?
No, they're using various objects to activate sounds from the tam-tam. Two other people use the microphones. That's just called players. The microphone players, they're kind of like hunters. They're hunting
Whoa.
sound. You see?
Yeah, that's a very chilling sound. What does the squirrel look like? Whoa. Yeah, very interesting. Some pretty chilling sounds there. I would say so.
I mean, this is known as experimental music. They are experimenting. The process is just as important as the outcome.
Yeah.
And with 3 people here, what's really cool is if we remember, 2 are the players, right? They're following the score, and we'll talk a little bit about what the score tells them to do.
Yeah.
Because it's not notes.
Yeah, fair enough.
And then we have 2 people who are playing the microphones, and they're in a role that is a role of a musician. And, like I said, they're kind of like hunters, hunting for the sound.
That's cool. I like that. That was
Also
a really cool
following the
description.
score. Yeah. They're the microphone hunters,
Microphone hunters.
And then that goes to the 2 others who are shaping the sound.
Okay.
Through filters and effects, and sometimes it's more distinct than others. I mean, you're going to hear on this particular recording sometimes they really bring up the filter, and you can hear just a wash of sound. But it's really who listens, which is the microphone.
Mm.
And then who finds as well, and then who shapes.
Mm.
What we have on the score though are more actions than notes. So
Okay.
you can hear there's scrapes, there's rubs, there's shakes.
Yeah. Yeah, because you could tell that it was like they were following something. It was very much like written down.
Yep.
Which is cool.
But there is parts of like hunting and that improv,
right, yeah.
And experimentation with that. This is a score on how to experiment with the tam tam. So with the microphones, it might say like move closer or isolate this region or follow a sound or move across the surface. So that's what it's telling them to do. So
yeah, let's keep going.
Let's keep going. We'll see what kind of questions this brings up as we listen. Big old mallet. I love the table of stuff. Conduction there.
He's hunting.
All right. Question for you, Mr. Frank.
Yeah.
With a performance like this, what kind of function is it? What kind of like, for example, dance music?
Yeah.
It's a dance, or like techno. It's a bunch of people dancing. Usually for
what's the function of this music?
Yeah. Obviously, you don't go to a concert like this, to meet girls.
No, you wouldn't groove to this music. Yeah. No, you wouldn't dance to it. I don't know. It kind of brings up the thought of like the process music that we were talking about, where it's kind of in the process of doing it.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's completely it. I think, like you said, it's very experimental. And it's kind of it's really interesting. It's almost like a game. It's almost like a music game in itself, where you have all of your roles and you have to do something. There's some sort of like goal or whatever. So that's kind of what it reminds me of. Also similar with like some of it, like some open composition stuff, kind of things that we were talking about a little bit earlier, where it is more of that game piece type of vibe.
Yeah, and Stockhausen did work with open composition.
Yeah,
as you know.
Was he the dude that did the Gold Dust?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, you see how he's thinking.
Right. Yeah. It's really cool.
He's done all kinds of music though, but
right.
Even those two pieces are very different, but also very Stockhausen.
Right. Do you what I'm interested to hear your interpretation of like what is the point of this music?
Well, we already said it's experimentation.
Right.
That's what I feel is the function of it, to not know exactly what you're going to get.
Mhm.
So it is, in that regard, it is process.
Mhm.
But it is also set for people to sit and listen. You could call it, it's an intellectual type of music.
Yeah.
You would find this, most likely at universities and museums, stuff like
Yes.
that.
I could imagine this in like a art museum or
Mm,
something.
mm. Yeah, and if you are in an art museum, and you turn the corner and see this happening, most likely, even if this is not your thing, that will grab your attention.
Yeah.
I mean, I can
Yeah.
even see little kids run up and
I think it'd be
ice
really
lift
cool
around.
to kind of listen to this music in some sort of like 3D exhibit.
Mm,
Like
mm.
I'm picturing like something where you have like some like sculptures like hanging down from the ceiling.
Mm.
It'd just be interesting in that kind of like environment.
Kind of like the circus. There's the John Cage circus.
Oh, I'm not
Oh
familiar.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
we'll have to react to that one next.
Or just go to it and bring cameras with us. I think
Oh,
Princeton University used to have them. I don't know about anymore, but that was decades ago.
that's cool.
Hmm. Um, but all right, really quickly before we continue with what's going on here, it's just a little bit about the score. So
Yeah.
the score uses the famous plus minus equal system,
Okay.
um, where they are the signs, the
Mhm.
universal signs of
Mhm.
those three terms. Plus usually means to increase something.
Yeah.
It could be anything from like dynamic, speed, register, anything like that.
Mhm.
Obviously, minus is the opposite, the
Mhm.
decrease, and then stabilize for the equal.
Equals. Oh,
Yeah,
interesting. Okay.
and you would see that with especially the performers on the tam tam, what
Mhm.
they're following the score that tells them when to work with these systems here. So try to follow that when you hear them doing different stuff. See if you can hear in your mind, are they plussing, minusing, or equalizing? What's
Yeah.
going on?
Cool.
That's cool. More shots of the score, please, sir.
It's almost like curling, how they're like scrubbing the tam
Uh,
tam. They're finding the right sound.
it's it's funny you say that. There is a game piece based off of curling
No
by
way.
John Zorn. Yeah.
That's cool.
Um, in fact, I think a newer release. It was. I mean, I think it was written back in the late '70s or something. But
That's
there's a
pretty.
newer
That's
release,
new.
and it uses a lot of those a lot of the ideas that.
Of curling.
Yeah.
That's cool because I just
Yeah.
the way the one dude was like washing almost the tam tam and like finding it. It's cool.
uh,
It's like I don't know what it is, but they're doing it.
yeah. Um, it's you see how a lot of also decisions are part of this performance. Because even though they have the plus, minus, and equal, they still have to decide, what am I going to plus?
Right.
What am I going to minus? You
Right.
see, it's not saying exactly plus the dynamics. They
Yeah.
have to decide on what exactly they're going to
And
work with.
it's also just cool to see the procedure as well.
Mm, yeah.
I don't know what they're doing with like that, but it's
Huh.
like it's cool. I don't know, it's interesting to watch.
Mm,
So in that way
yeah.
it kind of is a performance piece.
This stuff is very interesting to see, and also to go back on your question, like where do you see this? I also remember this at a party,
Okay.
which was kind of cool. It was set up really nice.
What kind of party?
I mean, yeah, I mean, it was it was a lot of creative types there.
Sure, yeah.
Uh,
Were they performing this at the party?
yeah, yeah, and
Cool.
along with a few other pieces by a few other composers and original type of stuff. But I mean, also you can just say gatherings, and
Right.
I guess gathering is a good word. Where
You have a pretty loose definition of party.
I guess yeah, that's why I went back to when I was there. It was a party. I remember even telling friends, it's like, oh, I'm going to a party tonight. But I guess gathering would be
Sure.
a better term for it.
Yeah.
Still, it felt like a party. I don't know. It's a party.
Stockhausen party.
yeah,
Yeah, let's keep going here a little bit.
yeah. Microphone right up in there.
Oh,
Give the shakers some love. I love the organization of everything here. Everything has to be really well organized so they can
yeah.
pick everything up that they need.
I was
in
just
that
thinking
moment.
like I don't know how they like are all coordinated to do this at the same time. It seems very flowing. They're definitely very rehearsed.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But
Oh,
it's super cool. It's like a different type of rehearsal and
Mm.
execution,
Mm.
which is really cool.
Yeah. It's doing something within a certain moment of time.
Mm.
And with that, actually, it's good to talk about the form.
Yeah.
The form of the piece, because this is a fairly long piece. So
Yeah.
and it is based off of sections, believe it or not.
It's just a long blues.
12-bar blues, just repeat it. But the form, each form here is separated by character.
Yeah.
And that can be controlled by the score. Also the actual instructions that are given, telling them to do different. One section might have, for example, more scrapes, than another section, which also comes with the character. And then, of course, the time frame.
Okay.
And so the whole piece itself is split into these sections to give more of a sense of exploration.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah.
Um,
So there's like different parameters per.
exactly.
Very cool.
Yeah. It's all coded for for
Yeah.
these performers to play. Everything even to the shapers that are working with.
Yeah, it's interesting that you use the word coded. I feel like this is very like almost like it's like a program.
Oh,
It feels more kind of like coding.
well, in a
Even
way,
even
all
e-
score
even
music
though yeah,
notation
exactly.
is
All
pretty
score
much coding.
all
It's
score
about
is that
scoring. Yeah,
is that
it's
type of
programming.
thing. Um this feels because it's I think it's so you know experimental and it's
Mm,
exploring.
mm.
It feels even like a little bit more, you know, like coding
Okay,
more
yeah,
more than I guess I'm used to.
yeah. Or I think generally we're just used to notated music being
I just
pretty
want the
much that.
notes. I
Yeah,
want
and
the notes and the staff
which
and I'm
which you could say is actually more like computer coding because
yeah,
it's giving you the actual the strict information the
right.
computer has to read.
Yeah.
Where this is kind of
This is a
humanizing it
little
a little bit more.
yeah.
It's really what we're used to hearing and what we're used to identifying as structured sound.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean you said what I was going to say there, so.
And if you also, I don't know if you picked up on this. The reason actually why I thought of this piece was after we reacted to the Mnemonist,
Yeah.
which, if you remember, it has a group of improvisers doing their thing, and then on the side are people shaping the sound through
Right.
effects,
Right.
and that's pretty much what's going on here. Just it was done.
This is like a almost like a smaller setting
It's like a yeah,
chamber.
like a prototype of
Yeah.
doing stuff like that. Um, let's see if we can figure out the form.
Oh
Does it
man.
change? Yeah.
So the people with the microphones are also contributing to the sound, like the making of the sound, not just picking it up.
They're doing what?
They're contributing to like making the sound as well, not just
Oh
picking it
yeah,
up.
just as much. Yeah.
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 I don't know if they were doing. I don't know if that's a form specific thing, but
Well, it's the microphone is their instrument. Or do you mean like with like what?
yeah, like they're actually.
Oh yeah. Well, you can see that, and well, you have this extra hand. Use it.
Yeah. Maybe that was the end of a section right there.
Oh yeah, you're starting to see that the sections they are
It's
defined.
it's distinct.
Yeah, yeah,
You just gotta look for it.
yeah, yeah.
That's
Exactly.
cool.
Yeah. Um, and then yeah, again with the mics, how you were saying, they do have other jobs, where they have to make a sound. But
Right.
I also thought you meant, are they considered performers? Which they are. With
Right,
just
yeah.
the mics itself.
Right.
Because you could think of it like they're improvising with their ears, not their hands.
Yeah.
Since their ears have to hunt and search for where they should put their mic, or what sound that they should stick with.
Well, and that and the performer or sorry, the filters are also performers,
Yes.
which is
Wait.
cool.
In that way, yeah, yeah.
Which
Yeah,
is
they're
interesting.
also following a score as well.
Which just kind of like it's interesting because I think this Friday I just went to see Snarky Puppy
Mm-hmm. And they played this
at
piece.
Philly. They played this piece exactly. No, but I mean they had a really great sound. Like the mix was done really well.
Yeah.
But it's interesting to think about like all the people making the show possible are performers.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, for
And
sure.
I think it's easier to see kind of in this light here. But maybe that's part of like what makes like what characterized this music. Like it's easy to see every single part that goes into this production as a performer.
'Cause
You know,
yeah.
because it is built this way.
Mm.
It's just an interesting thing. I didn't really think about that before you brought it up.
Yeah, yeah. Um, and that's what's really unique about, of course, this type of music and what Stockhausen is doing. Because even popular music, a lot of popular music as well as other popular art and movies,
Yeah.
is influenced by pioneers, experimentalists.
Yeah.
The avant-garde. They take those ideas and they use them in their own way, which just happens to be more
Popular.
popular at that point,
Right.
But it's not like, like we like to say, we talked about before. A lot of these guys are, they're on the outside looking out.
Yeah.
But there is definitely a lot of people looking at them, and watching them and what they're doing.
Right.
And there's a lot. I'm just trying to place value on it because you can hear a lot of people. They'll see this and they put it aside and put it in the trash. And
Yeah.
my 3-year-old can do that or whatever.
Yeah, I think there's a certain merit to really finding the value in it,
Mm. Oh, yeah.
and anything.
Yeah. Which isn't even talked about too much.
Yeah.
All right, let's go a little bit more since this is really
Yeah.
interesting.
Ah, nice.
DIY string type of
Yeah.
fascinating piece of wood. It's a cool shot. That could be like
Yeah, that's cool.